Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here in the Black Ops Cold War beta. Today I'm going to be checking out and doing the best class setup for the XM4 assault rifle. So of course guys, welcome to my first ever class setup video here in the Black Ops Cold War beta. And as I just mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, I am going to be checking out the XM4, which is personally my favorite assault rifle in the current build of Black Ops Cold War. So that's how come I wanted to check it out in today's video. And without further ado, let's actually dive right into it. Of course, starting off with the attachments, for my first one I will be using the Millstop Reflex sight, which is going to allow us to be a little bit more precise when using this particular weapon. Overall, I'm not a huge fan of the default iron sights on the XM4, so that's how come we will be using a reflex sight. For our second one, we will be using the suppressor. Now let me just say, when you are going to be playing Black Ops Cold War, you're going to want to use a suppressor, and that's just because unlike Modern Warfare, Cold War has a traditional minimap, so that means every time that you shoot, you are going to be popping up on the enemy's radar, unless of course you are going to be using a suppressor. So that's how come I'm going to be using a suppressor for today's class setup, and the only main downside of a suppressor, and as it will be reducing the effective damage range by 15% as well as the muzzle velocity by 15%. However, I'm going to be remedying that with our third attachment, which will be the 13.7 inch Ranger barrel, which of course will be increasing the muzzle velocity by 100%, kind of counteracting the negative side effects of using a suppressor. Now alternatively, you guys could be using the 13.7 inch extended barrel, which will be increasing the muzzle velocity by 30%. However, of course, there are no cons. So overall, the 13.7 inch extended as well as the 13.7 inch Ranger barrel are pretty similar, so if you want to swap out one for the other, feel free to go ahead and do so. For our fourth attachment, we will be using the foregrip, which will be increasing the horizontal recoil control by 15%. Of course, for our final attachment, we will be using fast mags, which will be increasing the reload speed by 20%. So now let's talk a little bit about our secondary weapon, which is going to be the Gallo SA-12 shotgun, which personally, this is my favorite secondary in the current state of Black Ops Cold War, so that's how come I am going to be using it. Now, since I'm only level 3 on this weapon, I'm not going to be using any attachments on it. However, let me just say, this shotgun is so good, you really don't need any attachments on it for you to do well. So that's how come, of course, we are going to be using it. For our tactical, we will be using stim shot. Lethal is going to be the frag grenade. Field upgrade is going to be the field mic. And of course, for our perk setup, I will be using tactical, scavenger, and ghost. And my wildcard is going to be danger close. Now, of course, in the alpha, the main two wildcards that people were using were Gunfighter, which allows you to have 3 additional attachment slots, or perk grid, which allows you to equip an extra perk from each perk category. And of course, later in the beta, I am going to be using one or the other. However, right now, of course, the only 2 wildcards that we have are danger close or lawbreakers. So with that in mind, I like to have the extra lethal and tactical, so that's how come I will be using danger close. So yeah guys, with all that said, if you go on to enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like on it down below. Also subscribe for all the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class clips, and all kinds of things like that. So once again, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up to my first game. And alright guys, as you can see, of course, we are going to be joining up into our first game, and this time, we'll be playing a standard match of combined arms domination here on Cartel. So with all that said, let's see exactly how well we can do. Okay, we did end up getting a pretty nice headshot on that person. Okay. Okay, that was a little ridiculous over there. You see, whenever things get really close range, you gotta pull out your shotgun. And that's how come overall, I think the XM4 goes really well with the SPAS-12, which here's one thing, I just gotta tell ya. It's called the Gallo SA-12, but I'm just gonna call it the SPAS-12 because that's what it was called in Black Ops 1. It's literally the same weapon. A copy and paste of the Black Ops 1 version. So that's what we are gonna be calling it. Oh, another headshot. Oh, wait a second. It looks like they're all going to be at E. So let's just chuck a grenade over there. Oh, wait. I think he's going to be in the corner. In the corner. What a surprise. Of course, we took him out with the SPAS-12. And alright guys, as you can see, of course, we are going to be joining up into our second game. And this time, we'll be playing a standard match of combined arms domination here on Armada. So with all that said, let's see exactly how well we can do. Of course, this is going to be my second game. You know, that last match was just another game of combined arms. However, we were playing on Cartel, and I was there for only like the last 2 minutes of the game. But yeah, of course, for this one, we are going to be joining up a little bit late. However, it's not as late as the other games I was joining into. Okay, that's gonna be our first kill. We also got a headshot. That's what you like to say. Oh, and another one. We're just racking up these headshots. Unfortunately, you can't unlock camo challenges in the beta, so the headshots, they're just kind of nice things to get. And also, that's one thing I'm legitimately interested in, and that's how are the camo challenges going to be treated in this game, because of course, oh, that's going to be another headshot. But as I was going to say, of course, Modern Warfare had a really interesting system when it comes to unlocking camos. Oh, and another one? We're getting so many headshots. And how you unlock the camo challenges was kind of tied into the gunsmith with all the levels of each weapon. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we got him in the water. So that's how Damascus camo worked. Of course, to get access to the certain challenges, you needed to level up the weapon.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Threat neutralized. Losing A. Hostile counter spy plane established above.
And we already know that the gunsmith will be returning in Black Ops Cold War. However, how will that affect the camo challenges? Will it be similar to Damascus camo, where there are 130 camos that you have to unlock, and you have to level up your weapon all the way to actually unlock the camo challenges? Or will it be more of a traditional Black Ops game, where there are less camo challenges, and of course all you need to do is get 100 headshots with each weapon, and then complete 5 other camo challenges, and they are going to be getting gold? We're going to have to see. Although, at least in my own opinion, I hope that the camo challenges in Black Ops Cold War are a lot more like the camo challenges that we saw in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 4. And that's just because, at least from my own experience, I think the way that Modern Warfare did it, and that it makes unlocking camos to feel a little bit too grindy, in my own opinion. You know, a lot of it's very tedious. You need to use the weapon a certain amount of time, so that way you can unlock the camo categories, and then you can actually unlock the camos themselves. I feel like it's a little too repetitive and grindy, but that's just my own opinion. And of course, this is coming from someone who unlocked Damascus camo, so, you know, I did all the challenges. I experienced that.
Losing Alpha. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
And okay, that was so close. But of course, we're going to have to say,
Taking Alpha.
naturally, the developers don't really talk about camos until the actual release of the game, which is crazy to think about. However, that's actually coming up relatively shortly. How are you doing?
Artillery targeting detected.
Oh, what? That guy must be AFK. And actually, let's set up the field mic, which is extremely useful. I mean, seriously, of all the pieces of equipment, I like to use the field mic. I mean, I know there are some people out there, they like to use the landmines, which that's something I don't like to do. But hey, to each their own.
Enemy has C. Artillery targeting detected.
Although, honestly, what could be really cool about the camos in this game, and as if it were a mix between, let's say, the Modern Warfare system as well as the Black Ops system. For example, you still have to level up your weapons if you want to unlock the camos. However, the challenges are identical to the ones that we saw in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. That would be really cool. You know, just kind of a mix between Modern Warfare as well as Black Ops. And that's why I'm really interested. What are your guys' opinions on the subject? Oh, wait, they're all going to be over here? Let's throw this grenade. And alright guys, that's of course gonna be the game. So yeah guys, that's gonna effectively wrap up today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe for all the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class clips, and all kinds of things like that. So once again, that's gonna about conclude today's video. I've been your host, Deeper Jungle. I hope to see you in the next one.